Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the city of North Dashur. And what I hope is the very last time I end up actually saying that. Because I really hope that we're going to be able to finish this episode. To the point, I'm going to go ahead and bring the speed back down to what it is normally. That doesn't look normal to me. That looks too slow. Is it this? Yeah, that looks more normal. There it is. After countless months of labor, the pyramid is finally complete. Oh my goodness gracious gravy. Wish there was some way I could turn off the UI for a second to just get a screenshot of this, because it's quite impressive. But we're not done yet. We still have this to fix and this to do. Now, part of the problem with the prosperity is the imports and exports. It says, nope. Exports earn more than imports cost. This has been going up, but exports earn, imports cost. We're just barely. I think, well, I hope that having turned on the linen will somewhat solve the problem, but we are still also running into employee issues. And part of that is because of this, right here. And that's not being stocked because we've only got this one single storage yard that is actually doing the deliveries, and he can't keep up with the number and the distance of the scribal schools. He can only seem to do all of the other ones but that one, which I can't really argue with. That it's a long way to walk with papyrus, and like there's 3 of them that are way out here in the boonies. This one's already out, like, yeah. So we I do think we're gonna need to turn this back on. Problem with that is the reeds only come from Maydum, along with a whole bunch of other stuff that we need. And I'm thinking part of the problem we ran into here is that they were buying and selling things that we didn't need at the time. Like, something in the way that they buy and sell is just off. On top of all of the other issues we've had around here, which have been many. So I'm not really sure if that's a good idea to turn that back on yet. Plus, of course, we don't actually have people for it just yet. But I don't know. I guess we did turn that back on. I'm not turning back on the bricks, because the collapse of the pottery was just too much. Oh. Well, speaking of which, he finally did the thing. The thing. Maybe I go ahead and take that as a sign that we can go ahead and turn this back on. At least for now. That's highly excessive. Maybe like 12... something, I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna see. That might be a bad idea. But I think part of what is going to help with this whole situation is that the papyrus makers themselves will deliver the papyrus to where it needs to be. At least I'm assuming that's how it worked previously, because we have had 2 scribal schools over here that were functioning just fine, and we never had issues with the scribal schools running out of papyrus, so I'm assuming, because the only thing we've changed is that we've turned these off, that is the issue. So hopefully by turning them back on, that'll solve that particular issue, although it might cause a bunch of other issues as well. We're just gonna have to see. That's a lot of beer. Tempted to hold on to it for a little while, though. Just to make sure that it gets distributed far enough. Do we still... Oh, we do need to do this. Okay. Yeah, 1100 beer. Good grief. Still have 1100 beer. Where is the rest of it being stored, I wonder? Wasn't here. There. Well, there was a little bit there, but... What are you... Just plain stone? This is a bad idea, isn't it? Instead, I'm just gonna do this. That might help. We could start exporting the barley again as well. 300, 800 to 100.
My list of job openings is huge, and I can't find
Yeah,
workers to fill the post.
could probably do that if we need to. How is... It's definitely... okay, that's... Yeah, that's understandable. As soon as we get papyrus over there, though, it should solve... Oh, dear. Run out of pottery, for goodness sake. You have pottery. Where is the bazaar lady? There should be 2 of them. Okay, there's one. And there's another.
I do my best to give the people what they want.
Double the harvest. This last inundation wasn't the best, but it was enough to get some of these quite good. So that should be quite nice. We don't actually need the grain at the moment. Can we sell grain? Does anybody... We can. Ooh, we might do that if we need to. That's probably a bad idea, though, considering the struggles we've had with starvation. Oh! Well, you know what occurs to me all of a sudden? We don't need any of this nonsense anymore. We can just get rid of it. How did I accidentally get that road there? Not sure. Yep, that can all just go. Was there anything else we had over here? Oops. Nope. Right. What was that? Oh. Nothing very interesting. This is fine. That's fine. I'm gonna actually move that roadblock a little further this way, because there's no reason for it to be... We could just get rid of all of this, to be honest. Is there any good reason not to? I still do kind of want to make things pretty in front of this thing. We're not going to be rebuilding the housing over here, so, you know what? Let's just get rid of that. And look into some of these. Let's turn around. Yeah, this'll work. How about that? Go and put this down. That looks nice. And you know what? I'm actually going to connect it and put a roadblock simply for I don't know, reasons. Because let's do that. And then maybe some small statues. What if we did something like that? And then no. No. I think what we do, because there's a free wide gap here. I don't want to put the statues directly along the road, but I do want them here. How's that look? And then maybe kind of just... I don't love that. It's too much. What about just along the edge there? And maybe kinda... They're two the same. I'll let that just kind of sit there for a little bit and see if I like it in a little while. It's good to, you know, give things a break when you're doing that kind of thing. Just let it sit there and sort of simmer. Make sure you actually do like it. Seems like the entertainment is not quite keeping up. Did we get papyrus over here? No. Oh, but it's on its way.
Clear across the city with these goods. It'll take all day.
Yes, I see that, but I'm not sure what to do about it. It's either take papyrus clear across the city, or it's take reeds clear across the city. I don't know what you can really do to solve that. But on the bright side, we are getting papyrus over there. So... we're over the prosperity, over the culture. The monument is technically high enough, but I assume this is like separate to this. I guess. We can do the thing. Hold on a second. Do we do the thing? I want to finish this wall at the very minimum. We've had this sat here like this for I don't know how long. It's been the plan to do walls along here for basically since day one. So, you know what? I'm gonna do walls along here. Grand Festival! Yay! Good stuff. Just occurred to me that these two don't actually have road access anymore, do they? Can I be bothered to fix that? Nope. Nope, I can't. Is there anything else? Any other glaring issues that we could look into doing or fixing or something? We've got walls all along everywhere, except here, but we kind of decided at one point to not do that anyway. Tempted to get rid of that bridge, but I guess it's not a big deal. We have common residences just about everywhere, except here, which is having struggles for some reason. You have papyrus. I might wait for that just to pick back up again. Anywhere down here having issues? Nope, it's all common residences. We've got full food. This place is nice. This place is, you know, not the worst. I don't love this. I feel like this could use some work. But I also kind of want to just finish this city because this has been... I don't even know. This has been a long time. Where's the...
The city is the best.
No, that's the magistrate. Where's the school? Oh, there's... Oh, he got caught midway making his rounds. Oh no, he went that way.
This city earns top marks.
I would like to have common residences everywhere, if at all possible. Oh man, we're going up. Can't do. Actually, we could do that, but I'm not gonna try. Yeah. So literally just this. We're just doing this. I'm not gonna order another festival yet, or at all, because we're right at the end. Come on, let's just get things picked back up. We're back up over here. This is just gonna be like that because I guess it's just too much in one area without enough. I think it's specifically these two spots here have to be road, so we can't have shrines there. I'm pretty sure if we had shrines there, it would be enough. Similarly to these, but we can't do anything to fix this. So that house in particular just doesn't count towards what we're doing. We just need that teacher to not go that way.
This city earns top marks. It's the
Do I really want to wait for this? I don't know that I do. Is there anything else we could do? We could shut all of this down. How is the, no employment problems? I don't remember getting that notification. Good inundation, it says there. Oh, that was December. Yeah. I don't know. I guess that was last year's. Oh, come on. We're right here. We're right on the cusp of being just ending on a high note. Like a really high note. I mean, I realize there's a good chance that if this city was left alone, it would slowly decline again, and probably the pottery would collapse. Probably. Well, I'm not 100% convinced.
I love the art of the deal. I can't wait to. I love the art of the deal. What a bountiful journey.
Certainly next time we have a similar constraint of one city sells pottery and its ocean or
I love the art of the deal.
river going
Trade my supplies.
like this. It's a water trade route. I don't think I'm going to try to do bricks and pottery at the same time, because the bricks almost certainly was really hurting the pottery there at the end. Probably. I should have turned it off way sooner. Though on the other hand, it was frequently not functioning anyway, so I don't know if that would have helped that much. Oh, come on, Mr. Teacher, sir. Just go that way. Oh, he's over here. He stopped short! Ah, gaga. Oh, come on. Oh, that's just... Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and say that's good enough, because that's just silly. Oh... I don't feel like the city looks as nice as I would have liked it to have looked, but... Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we might end up running into food issues again, although we have a good stockpile, so I don't know. But I think it's good enough. I don't feel like there's anything in particular that is standing out to me as something we should take care of, except maybe that. What is... We have a lot of messages here. Can I just go down a little bit? That was already... Oh, I guess we haven't gotten the notification for this yet. Never mind. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. All. And all. And all of it. Bam. Dang it. Are you for real? No, I thought we had enough. I was looking at the wrong number. I was thinking this was how much we had and this was how much we needed. It's the other way around, and we don't have enough. Nope. Just get us some frickin' papyrus, for crying out loud. Hopefully that doesn't tank our prosperity store, but... Store? Prosperity store? Prosperity... Score. Score. That's the word I want. We are over 2,000 people over the amount we need. I'm not waiting 2 years for the Libyans. And to be honest, the Libyans are the least threatening of the enemies anyway. They just get up into that kill box and fall over, basically, so I don't feel like that's an actual legitimate threat to the city. Please, can we please make some more papyrus? That's so frustrating. I thought that was enough. Dang it. These are working at full capacity, and they've all got what they need.
I love the art of the deal. I can't wait to trade my supplies. I love the art of the deal. I can't wait to trade my... I love the art of the deal.
You
I can't wait to trade my supplies.
are also not what I want. Dang it. Where... I'm speeding things up a little bit because this is silly.
I wonder if the city has any sights.
The city is the best.
I have to go clear across the city with these goods.
Oh,
It'll take all day.
it looked like that ship docked and then he popped out of here, but I guess not. Ooh, they're gonna prioritize taking it to scribal schools, aren't they? And we can't just turn those off. Shoot. For crying out loud.
We're waiting for some cargo to
We're
be delivered.
almost there.
We're waiting for some cargo to be delivered.
Sell us some freaking papyrus, dude.
The city is the best.
Oh, that might...
I have to go clear across the city
Maybe not.
with these goods.
We're waiting for some cargo to be delivered to our ship.
Look, there's some papyrus. Nope. You can't have it. They're immediately trying to take it to the schools, which, I mean, like, I can't really argue with that. Why did that look like there was a dancer on the walls? Yeah, I can't really argue with that, because that's kind of, you know, what you want, generally. You want them to prioritize taking it to schools rather than the storage yard. But at the same time, right this moment, it's really frustrating because I want the papyrus so I can get out of here and go on to the next city. So we can maybe do something rather than sit here and stare at a city that's already finished. For ages. We can't easily... Can we get a road? No. Well, you know what? Something that'd look kinda nice. At least I think it'll look nice. Is a bit of this. A little blue and red in there. I'd love to put it all the way around, but it's not gonna let me because of this stupid dune. Well, are you gonna really notice that one spot? A little bit, yeah. But we could turn it this way, and then you can't even see it. Haha. I feel like we could do something interesting with spreading a little bit of gardens in amongst all of this. Here and there, but... I don't know, I think it looks passable, I suppose. Don't want to agonize over it for 100 years either, so... Certainly could if I kept staring at that. Come on, any second now. We just need... Oh, there it is.
The city is the best.
Wait, let me... Oh. Bring things back down to normal, and then... Kabam. Yes. Thank goodness. Proceed.
Outstanding. You have played an integral role in a landmark moment, the construction of the first true pyramid. With the completion of Snofru's pyramid, you have set the standard of pyramid building that all others will follow.
Yeah, Snofru better appreciate all of that nonsense. Aye, aye, aye. Still not sure if these numbers are, like, the score. Is that a good score? 750 months. How many years is that? Let me just... That's 62 and a half years. Cool. I wonder how that compares to the actual pyramid construction. I have no idea. I don't remember how long it took. Well, let's get out of here. The age of the pyramids. What have we got? Oh. On. Heliopolis. Heliopolis. I've heard that pronounced. I know how to pronounce that. The quarries of Tura. Interesting. Or Unit. I think that's an I. Unit. Dendera. The threat from Kush. So, threat from Kush or the quarries of Tura. I have a sneaking suspicion that this will involve building a monument, and I'm gonna be honest, kinda don't want to build a monument this next time, if we can avoid it. But let's take a look what they say about what is this?
Pharaoh Khufu has taken the throne, and, as foretold by seers of Horus and Ra, our people have already begun to suffer under his oppression. It is rumored that he plans to begin a colossal building project on the plateau outside Rosja, that he may usurp the renown his father, the wise and benevolent Snofru, has earned from the completion of his two noble pyramids. Pharaoh Khufu has ordered a cluster of quarries to be dug at Tura in the Delta region, where rich deposits of fine white limestone have recently been discovered. You also must build 3 mastaba tombs for the nobles of this region, so that Pharaoh may honor their devotion. The quarrying settlement you found shall be named On, and shall serve as a plentiful source of fine white limestone for many years, though only the gods know what endeavor Pharaoh has planned for its use. The city of Byblos in Lebanon, land of the cedars, has begun trading with the powerful empires of the East. These are Assyria and Ur, in the land called Mesopotamia, between the 2 great rivers, and from them the finest ivory may be obtained by a Byblos. With the arrival of rare and exotic luxury goods such as this, On is sure to prosper. Khufu has also dispatched a royal governor to Eunet to defend our land against Kushite invaders. Royal viziers look with pity upon the governor charged with this difficult and dangerous task. In the capital, the Egyptian people have begun to enjoy a board game called Senate. This game is normally enjoyed over a pitcher of beer in a public gathering place called a Senate House. Such places may provide a welcome diversion for the people of On from the tyranny of Khufu's authority.
Interesting. 3 mastabas. On the other hand, difficult and dangerous task. Let's see what it says about it though.
Pharaoh Khufu has taken the throne, And as foretold by seers of Horus and Ra, our people have already begun to suffer under his oppression. Khufu has ordered that a royal governor be dispatched at once to Eunet to defend our land against Kushite invaders. Eunet can support a small fishing industry which should feed the settlement for a time. If the Kushites invade by water, however, the river may become unsafe for fishing boats, and shore areas may be better used to support a fleet of warships. If food becomes scarce, cattle may also be raised to provide meat, though the herds require much straw for fodder, and straw is difficult to grow in this land. You should seek other cities with which to trade for straw, for you will also need this to make bricks for your mastaba. The city of Byblos in Lebanon, land of the cedars, has begun trading with the powerful empires of the east. These are Assyria and Ur, and the land called Mesopotamia, between the two great rivers, and from them the finest ivory may be obtained via Byblos. With the arrival of rare and exotic luxury goods such as this, Eunet is sure to thrive. In the capital, the Egyptian people have begun to enjoy a board game called Senet. This game is normally enjoyed over a pitcher of beer in a public gathering place called a Senate house. Such places may provide a welcome diversion for the people of Eunet from the tyranny of Khufu's authority. Pharaoh has ordered that countless quarries be dug at On in the Delta region to harvest a vast supply of fine white limestone. Only the gods know what endeavor Pharaoh has planned for the use of this stone. It is rumored that he is planning a colossal building project on the plateau outside Rasja, that he may usurp the renown his father, the wise and benevolent Snarfru, has earned from the completion of his two noble pyramids.
So this also requires a mastaba. Interesting that we're going to be able to do cattle. I don't remember ever doing cattle in this game. I remember doing it in Zeus and Poseidon. I think this is going to require mortuaries. Didn't we only get up to 25 last time? With just the dentists? Prosperity rating of 30. Well, I kind of want to do this one instead of the other one. Although this one does sound like it would be kind of interesting. I feel like this one is going to have more direct action. Yeah. Unit. Let's do it. Alright. See what we've got. The road is up there, which is interesting. There's no road across the river. So we're going to be starting exclusively on this side. Now, the interesting thing... Well, an interesting thing of note is that we can do fishing to start with, but it seemed to indicate that we're going to need warships at some point. So I think we need to plan around that first and foremost. Trade. Gonna have docks. How many? Let's see, where are we? Unit. Way up there. Buhen is land. Kerma is water, but that's just luxury goods and linen, so that's not something we're gonna need necessarily. Salima is land. Don't sell a lot of stuff. This is basically just beer. Abu and Nehen have nothing for us. Men-Nefer, straw. So that's where our straw is. Water. Dang it. And then Byblos, of course, is way up there. Isn't... So we can get luxury goods from 2 different directions. 3 different cities. Ebony in the south, ivory in the north. Which... I have to just ask, what kind of ivory comes out of this area? Like the whole Mesopotamia area. As far as I'm aware, ivory is elephants, rhinos, walruses. That's it, as far as I can think. I guess maybe because it's coming from Assyria, maybe Assyria has connections to India, and it's Indian ivory? I don't actually know. But for as far as we are concerned, we can't actually get just food from anybody else, can we? No. Let me look here. Wait, what is that? What was that? Blocks of granite? Interesting. Meat and fish cannot be traded. Weapons cannot be traded. Clay can. Can we do clay ourselves? Yes, we can do clay ourselves. Thank goodness. We can do clay, limestone, granite, gold, copper. That's all across the river, though. That's all this area. I don't know even how much of those we're gonna need. Probably not very much. Are those things we can potentially sell? We can export the granite. Okay. That's something to keep in mind. Gold. Alright, it won't let you run a line when you're paused. Looks like that's about the nearest we're gonna be able to get, except maybe, I guess we could do it over here to get the gold from here. Are we gonna need, are we going to need copper? I can't, we can't import copper. We can also export copper. That's actually a better option than doing the gold. Right. So I think we ignore even the option of gold and go straight for copper. Could get a fairly decent amount. Who buys it? Is it... No? It's you. So that's a land trade route, so we don't even need to connect that to the water. So that'll be... Yeah, these might be a good option for... That's pretty substantial. Yeah, I think that's gonna be what we want to do. Not necessarily exclusively. As in, like... I don't know how soon we're gonna be able to do that, but that's definitely gonna be an option. Cattle ranch. Does this have to be somewhere in particular? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Needs straw. We can't actually farm at all here. So these are not useful to us. Why can we have a work camp? Let me get a save real quick. So we can slap some stuff down just to be able to... So it just requires straw. And it works on its own. Okay, so the work camps are exclusively for the building of the mastaba. Okay. We have this. Oh goodness, that is ginormous. It needs beer. Okay. And then a lot of people. I assume that just sends out walkers like these sorts of things do. Okay. Can we maybe get a bridge across? No. No. It doesn't look like the bridge is going to be useful at all. So we've only got ferries. Oh. We don't have very many options for ferries. Ooh, that's gonna be... Oh, so that's how they've done this. You have to go across to here before you can get across to here. Interesting that you can do that there. I wouldn't think that'd be an available spot. Yeah, this whole area here is unsuitable for it. What sort of size is this? Is this big enough for 2 of these? It's too big. Slightly too big for 2, so maybe that'd be a good spot for a couple of fishing wharfs. And then the shipwright there. And then over here we will want... Nope, not you. We'll want a ferry. Potentially we will want more than one ferry. This is not a good option because of the size. It'll probably want to be there. Ooh, that's an even better option. Because we could put it here. And then that can go basically anywhere there, but it's here, and then the next one is here, which is really nearby. And that's a good size for another fishing wharf to be there. This is... Oh, that's interesting. So there can be 2 of these things here. And we've got space over here for one, here, here, here. Not over here. Oh, all the way over here. Okay. Not there. What about there? Yep. So we can potentially have quite a few warships along the river here. Like, I wasn't actually counting, but I'm thinking that was close to a dozen potential spots. Walls and gates. Probably want to be down here, all off this area, somehow. I don't know. Where are we? We're here. We're going to be up against the Nubians? Question mark? What was... No. Kush. Isn't Kush further down this way? I'm not very well remembering this area at the moment. I need to potentially do some more research. Potentially do a bit of research on that. What do we have here? Just the normal stuff. Normal sort of stuff. We can do pottery, brewing. We can't make our own barley. That's gonna have to come from here. We're gonna need barley and we're gonna need straw. This is a water trade route. That's concerning. It's also concerning that they want granite as well. I would have preferred if it was just Wuhan, because that'll clog up the ships potentially. Okay. What else can we make? Make bricks. I think that's gonna be for the mastaba. What's the sort of size? This is a small mastaba. Can we turn this? Nope. We'll think about where to put that later. Bast. Ooh, interesting. Feel like we probably would want this. Hold on a second. We do have 2 sources of food. So there is potential for making 3x3 houses. Do we want to try that? Because the last time we tried to do that, it kinda fell apart there at the end. What? Linen. Papyrus. We can't do papyrus, so we can't do schools, so we cannot do 2x2 houses. Okay, so that settles that. We're not planning for 2x2 houses then. Still do want a nice area for this though, if possible. This could be nice, like over here. It's not the worst, although there's a lot of waterfront here that is suitable for wharfs. There's quite a bit up here. Yeah, so maybe that'd be the wrong option. We could do it here, we could like move around the road or just use it next to the road like this. That wouldn't necessarily be the worst. Who else do we have? We have Bast, we have Ra, we have Set. Okay. That'll be the mastaba. But yeah, we can't use this. We can't use these. I'm not entirely sure why we have access to this. Because it's like it's really expensive and it requires beer, and I don't know why we would need to be doing that. Really? I don't know, maybe there will be a good reason. Maybe the potentially this. I'm not sure. Guess we'll have to find out later. Yeah, I'm not seeing very many good options for... Well, I guess there's pottery. I take it back. There is pottery. Because we can make our own clay. Is that water? No. Must have its own requirements. This makes me think that what we're potentially going to want to be doing is having a fair number of these up against these, like wharfs and docks. This no. Shipwright. Shipwright first. Because we're gonna need that for everything else. Couple of fisheries, then a road, then clay. And then lots of potters. How much? I wonder. Who is it buys? You don't? Who buys the pottery? Can we trade with them? No. It's just Salima Oasis. They don't buy a lot of it, but it is a land trade route, so we don't need to ferry it to the water, which makes things easier. They buy clay itself. That'll be a decent option. And then the copper. So I think, for the purposes of making money, to start off with, we want to do the pottery and the clay here-ish. And then once we get across the river, we'll do granite along here, and the copper along here. That should be decent enough as far as income is concerned. We're going to need a significant amount of income to be able to put up defenses. I don't particularly like this location. We're gonna want to do something like this, though. Potentially, like, there. And then wall down here, or maybe straight down and then across. This is a fairly significantly sized map, so I don't want to constrain ourselves too much with the walls. But I'm thinking something like that ish. Then the road can go through there and then go that way. And then we can have another here or so. That's not going to be able to properly close it off, though. Maybe we have this here and then this here, so the road has to pass out of the city. And then we have a wall going straight across here to potentially somewhere up here, and then it'll go around this, or potentially in this direction. Yeah, I'm not sure which would be preferable for that. Something along those lines to keep them out of the south. I don't feel like we're going to be attacked on this bit of land up here. The road is right here. That is... seems to me like that is this here, and then this river coming down here is gonna be this, I think. Not sure what's going on here, but that's kind of down here. So this bit of land here, the one that's all this, is down here, I think. And that's most likely the direction we're going to get attacked from. It's going to be this way, maybe this way, but I'm thinking this way because this is the route that these guys are going to use to get to us almost certainly. So yeah, I feel like we're not going to need to wall this area at all. So where are the forts going to go? I'm thinking this area is going to be more military-minded. Probably all of this is going to be wharfs. Like, all of this area could easily be just warship wharf, all the way along. I don't know if there's a maximum. Let's find out, shall we? We have things paused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. So there is indeed a maximum. Let me just... Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So there is a maximum. So we can't just spam them out the wazoo. Which, I mean, you can't do that with forts either, so it's to be expected. So... we are going to want to have them in good spots to be able to respond quickly, though. At the same time, I don't like the idea of having them scattered about, because the fleet would... with ships in particular, I feel like it's necessary for them to stick together. In the times we've had enemy fleets come and engage us... well, that's a crocodile. They've come in, like, a fleet. Like a little squadron all on their own. All together. And we've lost ships that have been singular against that sort of thing. So I'm thinking, actually, something like this is probably a good idea. Having them here... can we put them here? Yeah... that does mean that... nope. That spot doesn't work there, but we could... hold on a second. That's not what I actually wanted. I think there's enough room here for this. Uh-huh. And then we could do the other two here? I don't like that spot because of the size. This is a perfect size here. This again I don't particularly like. I guess they don't all need to be perfect. Maybe we find a spot where there's two of them together that are in a nice spot. Maybe we start with these four, and then once we get attacked first time on the water, then we go, okay, they attacked here, now what do we do about that? That sounds like a better idea, to be honest. Can we put a fishing wharf there? Ooh, we can. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Then the shipwright can be over here. And a couple of fishing... yeah, that sounds good. Okay, well, tell you what. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to... I'm going to attempt to figure out a good way to do the docks in this city. And the more... now I start to look at this... I don't know. We might have to... because this is a nice area to put this. We might knock those out and just have two over here and then two docks there. Or something. Because I need to figure out a good way to do the storage yards. And then the roads to the storage yards. And we still have to have this stuff connected to everything. yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here, and I'm gonna fiddle around with some testing just to figure out, because it's the docks in particular that I'm concerned about, because Dashur is the major exporter of the two things that we need, and it's a water trade route. I want to get this right so that we don't run into a similar issue as we had when we were Dashur. So yeah, I'm gonna figure that out. I'm probably gonna sort of vaguely lay out some housing areas, or at least just figure out some areas where we can have stuff. Yeah. I'll probably try and figure out where to put these things as well while I'm at it. But yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fiddling and farting around, so I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you for watching, take care, and farewell. It's a replay mission that just takes you back to the beginning, right? Yeah.